it shows you're good at being focused, obviously good time management, right? Obviously you can do some type of research. Obviously you're intelligent enough to get a degree, no matter what it's in. Who cares what it's in? So therefore, all of those things, that gets you the interview. I'm definitely one of those people that have pivoted, if I can use that word, a couple times in my career academically and work as well. I'm 59 years old, 58 years old right now. And when I was in my early 20s, I was at the U of A. I went straight from high school, didn't do well, was a jock. I think it was a major in philosophy, I want to say. Partied, didn't really care. After a couple years, working at Sport Check on Yellowhead Trail in Edmonton in the footwear department, right? What, like, isn't that the best job ever? So anyway, so I left slash they kicked me out. U of A kicked me out. Did that for a while. So after about a year, took some courses, open studies at U of A, ended up getting back in. Then pretty quickly, while I was working other jobs, I did an RA position as well, which again, loving research. I would say that RA, that was really eye-opening for me. It really helped cement for me my passion for research and learning things and figuring out stuff myself. And that helped me immensely. So every job I've done since then, after I graduated my PhD, the job I'm doing now as a director here with learning strategies, my job as the lead for the director for learning strategies unit. I have a program, it's called the Fresh Start program. So if students are struggling like me back in the 80s, if they're struggling, they get kicked out, then my program coordinators have with agreements with faculties. So the faculty will give the RTW letter, and in the letter they say, okay, students, I'm going to kick you out, but you could also go to John's Fresh Start program. And we get about 500 of them a year, where our goal is to retain as many of these students that are going to be kicked out anyway, help them stay at university. So it's such a cool program. Is my job as a director of learning strategies, do you think that they're going to post, we'd like a PhD in Western Canadian history? No way. So that was one of the things. What do I do with this? And it took me a while to figure it out with, like I said, a couple of the other jobs that I did. But as far as what I learned from my PhD, connecting that to what types of jobs am I passionate about? What types of jobs do I want to do? And then selling that, and then convincing my boss, convincing her, and convincing others, my staff that work for me, convincing them that I know what I'm doing. I think that's what a lot of students struggle with. A lot of students I talk to, my daughters both graduated with bachelor's degrees here, and they would say the same thing. Yeah, I've got a BA and a major in psych. So what? You put BA, you put MA, you put PhD, you put whatever on your resume, and you apply for a job that may not be related, like this one isn't related specifically to Western Canadian history. It got me the interview. And that's what I tell students all the time. And that's what's really important, I think, about not just BAs, but PhDs too. It gets you in the door, and it gets you the interview, and you can say, look at me, I'm actually pretty freaking smart, and I'm great at time management, and I'm great at doing research, and I'm great at project management, and I'm great at all of these things. I get that a lot from students. Why would I want to finish my degree? It's not going to get me a job in aeronautics. Well, maybe it will, right? So anyway, that's my rant. Sorry, it's going to sound a little corny. One thing is be the ball. If you've heard that analogy. So in any sports, it's a sports analogy. So you have the ball on a field, could be hockey, could be soccer, could be anything, football, and there's the ball sitting there. And then someone will come up and kick the ball, or someone will come up and pick up the ball and throw it to someone else, or whatever it is. But the ball itself is the one that's doing all the stuff. So you need to be the ball. So essentially, you need to be the decision maker. You need to be the person, and don't let others kick you around. Don't let others tell you what to do or push you where to go. Of course, take advice. Of course, listen to your PhD supervisor. Of course, listen to my brilliant boss right now. Of course, you listen to all that, but you need to be the ball. You need to be that ultimate decision maker.